Hello everyone. Oh, you can see my washing in the background. Oh well. Sorry, this Mindfulness Monday is coming to you on a Wednesday and it's a few weeks late as well, but hey, we're getting there. I've been traveling, as probably quite a few of you are aware, coming back into Australia, catching up with the folks, the kids, and now I'm doing a house sit out in gorgeous Warburton, and I haven't got my setup quite right. There's no power today. So I'm holding a selfie stick, which I don't normally do, so I'm hoping that works. Anyway, today's topic for mindfulness is non-judgment. So we're not going to judge any of that, right? Non-judging. Okay, so I'll just refresh you, there are 9 mindfulness principles. We're going through each one of those, and today's is non-judging. It's a big one, a very big one. It's actually part of the definition of mindfulness that Jon Kabat-Zinn has created, which is paying attention in a particular way in the present moment, non-judgmentally, right? And this one trips us up quite a lot. To be non-judgmental, oh God, I've got to show you out here. It's just so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, a bit more light too. Okay, so non-judgmentally, I have put down some notes here because it's a big one and I want to make sure I get this right for you and don't leave anything critical out. But obviously we all have judgments. We engage our judgments, our thoughts every single day, pretty much moment to moment. We're always judging something, choosing between options. It's natural and normal. So when we're saying to create a sense of non-judgment, we're not talking about getting rid of judgments completely, because then you just, you walk out in front of a freaking bus, or you just do really, really silly things. So it's not that. It's actually about creating more awareness around where and how we are engaging our judgment, because quite often it comes from either societal views, it comes from past experiences, it comes from potentially bad habits that we've created for whatever reason. But again, bad is also a judgment. Good and bad is a judgment. Right, so again, we're never going to get rid of this, and we don't want to, but we want to create an awareness around our judgments so we can be more discerning, and so we can understand when we're making choices between these judgments where they're coming from and are they serving us, because potentially they could be hindering us and they could be quite toxic from, like I said, previous experiences that we've had, and then we paint a similar situation with the same brush. There is also, I will post it underneath here, but has anyone ever heard of the biases that we have? Oh my gosh, it's like I'll find it and post it underneath. But we have so many biases that we've created in our lives from our experiences that quite often we then don't see a situation for what it truly is. It's clouded, it's veiled from our experiences, and we jump in straight away with that judgment rather than potentially sitting back and understanding the current situation for what it is. And again, so what happens when we're creating the non-judgment, or the attitude of non-judgment, is that we'll start to see those judgments for what they are, and we can evaluate them. So is this really true? Is this what's happening right now? Am I coming at this because I experienced this back then? It just allows us to make better judgments. So we're still going to be judging, right? We always will. We're not getting rid of that. But it's seeing them for what they truly are, where they're coming from, whether it's something that's hindering us or not. Let me just check my notes now. I think I've covered everything, but I want to make sure that I have. Yeah, it's a steady stream. It's a steady stream of thought, isn't it? The judging. Constant. When you start to notice it, oh my gosh, you see how constant it is. I'm constantly pulling myself up for judging things that I shouldn't be judging, really. You know, there are some things, yes, absolutely, we need to judge. We need to use our discernment. But there are some things that's just either, you know, you were raised hearing it or whatever it is. And it's like, oh my gosh, Lisa, that is horrible. Stop that. So yeah, it's becoming aware of the judging. Yeah, we still need judgment. We don't want to become stupid. But it's about cultivating that discernment. There's a difference. And that leads to clarity and wisdom because you're understanding where those judgments are coming from. Then you're looking at the situation for what it currently is. And then you're applying your discernment to that. Biases, yep, I mentioned that. Yes, no, I've covered everything. Societal views, habits of mind, so we can get unstuck from those old habits as well. That's creating potentially judgments where we don't need to be having them. So I hope that clears it up. Like I said, when you hear these things on the face of it and you think non-judging, well, how am I going to, you know, choose between this and this? And it's not about stopping judging. It's understanding where your judgments are coming from, being able to apply discernment and clarity over a situation. Okay, so I hope that helps. By all means, have a play with it. Just start to notice it. That's what mindfulness is about. We start to notice, and then we can shift our habits into ways that are more helpful to you, right? Rather than being trapped by old habits and old thought patterns. All right. Like I said, please share any of your thoughts, comments, experiences with this. I'd love to hear from you. Much love, and we are back on track. I will be back next Monday, not next Wednesday, next Monday with Mindfulness Monday. Alrighty, much love. Bye.